Hi, thank you for letting me in. I'm Myra.
Hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Jenny.
Nice to meet you, Jenny. I'm with the Department of
Yeah,
Human
I know who you are. I called a couple days ago about my sister. So
Okay, well, though that makes it a lot easier, but I do have to present you with this civil rights pamphlet for your reference with some
Okay.
information about our agency.
Thank you.
So, I'd like to talk about some of the statements made in the referral.
Yeah, when I called. Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to make sure that none of this is going to get out because I'm not a huge fan of my sister's husband, and I feel like might be kind of irritated, that I called also, but I'm just really concerned, and I just felt like it needed to be done.
Okay, and that's completely understandable, and we'll do our best to make sure that we go about this in a very orderly manner. So can you share with me a little bit about your referral? I'd like to go over it with you a little bit, and let me know if we need to include any details. But Alejandro is Johnny's stepson, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, so there was an incident recently that occurred that left Alejandro with bruises.
Well, I think there's been a lot of incidents occurring, but every time I've asked Alejandro about it, which honestly has not been very much, but the few times that I have asked him, when I've seen bruises or, whatever, he tells me that it's something that he got at school, and I just play it off. I have sons of my own, so I know what that's like, but just the frequency of it, I guess, was kind of disconcerting, and it kind of came to a head. I felt really stupid, like when we had our Easter egg hunt in the park, where everything kind of became clear to me. I saw Johnny take Alejandro behind the tree and start beating his ass, and I just felt really stupid that I've been letting this go so long. But that was basically the moment where I knew I needed to make a call. And my sister's not strong enough to leave him. She makes a lot of excuses for him and stuff. So
okay, and so on that day where you witnessed Johnny take Alejandro behind the tree, did you ever approach him or your sister Nancy to discuss that?
Yeah, my mom and I both did. We both told him, you can't hit him. I mean, you shouldn't hit a child in general, but that's not even your child, So, we told him.
Okay, and now I know in the referral it says that you've confronted him. Has this confrontation happened before, or was that the first and only time?
You mean like where we told him to stop hitting?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that was. I mean, we've never had that great of a relationship. I think that was probably the first time that I told him. I think my mom might have said a few things to him because she's a little bit more wary. I tend to think the best of people, so I didn't say anything about it until I was like right in front of me. But yeah,
okay.
But other family members have definitely talked to him about it. I know that. That's why I feel so stupid. I can't believe I wasn't in that camp, up until now.
Okay, I can understand your concerns with the other allegations of the twisting and the pulling of the sister's hair. What else do you know about that?
Yeah, so I haven't seen that personally happen, but that is something that Alejandro did tell me about finally. I think he figured, since it was a family event, it wasn't out in the open, but it was definitely, a tree is only so wide, right? So, we were able to tell what was going on. And I think after that event, he was kind of like, whatever. He just let me in on, what had been going on at home.
Okay.
Yeah.
And had anyone talked about calling the police or
anyone in our family?
Yeah.
At that event? I don't think so. I think we were hoping that, maybe just the family coming against him to say this is unacceptable would be enough.
Okay. And what is your relationship with your sister Nancy and Johnny now?
I haven't talked to them that much in the past few weeks. Like I said, I felt like, there would be a lot of just irritation on their part. And now that I've seen what Johnny will do to Alejandro, like I want to be as cautious as I can when I go about this. So I haven't. It's been kind of just a more surface level basis. We haven't gone into too much detail about this. I definitely didn't tell my sister that I was going to call CPS. So.
And now, just to clarify, what you have seen Johnny do to Alejandro is the incident that occurred at Easter where he was punching him. And now, can you?
Well, and the evidence on his body prior to that, which I passed off as, this is just something that's happening at school. Or,
yeah. And which is what Alejandro would share is what happened.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. And now, can you show me where it was that Johnny was hitting?
Yeah, he was hitting him in his upper, kind of chest area, like upper arms, and yeah.
And did you witness the bruising following that incident?
I've seen him once or twice. It was pretty bad, yeah. There was one that was especially dark, on his, I think it was his right shoulder. Yeah.
Okay. And the bruises or marks that you had seen previous, in what manner or size were they presented? They were
in the same area, I think, but not as bad as that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
not as dark.
So as far as the siblings, the other children in the home, have you witnessed anything with them and Johnny?
I haven't witnessed it, but now I feel like anything's possible. I mean, all I know is what Alejandro told me.
Okay.
Yeah. And I believe him. I do.
Okay. So, another thing, do you know if because your sister and Johnny have previously been offered voluntary maintenance or family maintenance, do you know if any of them are currently using or under the influence of any drugs?
I think that Johnny will drink sometimes. I know that he's not working certain days of the week, and I'm sure he's using alcohol during those times. Okay. That might be why he gets so angry. He had a few drinks, when we had our Easter picnic thing at the park.
Okay, and now are you at all familiar with what their work schedule is like between your sister and Johnny?
Yeah, my sister's is kind of off and on. They try to make it work. I know that Johnny will work 4 days out of the week, pretty long shifts, sometimes up to 12 hours.
Okay. And the children, Alejandro and his siblings go to his bio dad's on the weekend, is that correct?
Yeah.
Okay. Right. All right. And to the best of your knowledge, do you feel that your sister is able to protect the children from Johnny harming them or from continuing the harm?
I feel like she needs to get out of that relationship. I don't know that she's, strong enough to do that. I know she doesn't like that he's hitting her kids, but I don't know that I could even answer that question, to be honest. I feel like she should have left a long time ago.
Okay. And to the best of your knowledge, do you have any information regarding about their relationship? But I know that in previous allegations there was like a domestic violence. Do you know anything about that you can share?
It wouldn't surprise me if it was still happening, but she's become kind of tight-lipped. I think she knows that in some ways I seem to be showing, my mom and I were showing more concern for the kids than her actions would suggest. So,
okay.
Yeah, so I think that
we
probably hear less of it now.
Okay. Have you ever witnessed Johnny verbally lashing out at your sister or the kids?
He gets kind of, tight-lipped around her, like clenching his fists and, getting tight with his mouth, but I've never actually seen him hit her, but it's one of those things where there's like that underlying tone, like it could be happening. It's just a lot of tension around them.
Okay. Now, do you is there anything else you would like to share with me?
I don't think so. I just really don't want to be known in this process.
Okay.
Maybe it's better that I haven't talked to them as much.
So you don't have any additional information you'd like to provide, or that's since come up?
Yeah, I mean, I've pretty much told you everything that I know. I know that sometimes Alejandra's told me that Johnny will throw water on him in the middle of the night, but I feel like maybe that hasn't been happening as much lately. So
Okay. And
I heard something about that.
And have you approached him about that, or Johnny?
Not along with the hitting stuff. No.
Okay. All right. Well, I've gathered a lot of helpful information today. One last thing is, would you be willing to take Alejandro and his siblings and
is that going to happen? Do I have to do that?
Well, it's not that it's going to happen, but we do like to plan ahead. We like to create a safety plan should we need to remove the children from the home.
Yeah.
But I would not be able to disclose if that is something that is happening. We're still in the investigation process.
Makes sense. Sorry. Yeah, I would be willing to take them.
Okay, excellent. All right. Well, Jenny, thank you for your time. My card is attached to the pamphlet.
Yeah.
If any information comes up or you remember something afterthought, you're more than welcome to call me. Otherwise, if I do require any more information directly from you, I will be in contact with you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Have a great day.